Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel Roscoe, and today we're going to be talking about ethos, logos, pathos, and kairos. So to begin, let's begin with ethos. Ethos is a measure of authority of a speaker, the creator, the designer of an argument. The authority of the person can be determined by their credentials, their merit, which is very important, and the merit is the credibility of their social acceptance. So for credentials, the person making an argument should be well learned in their field. This could be a doctor, a teacher, anybody that's well established in what they do and they know exactly what they're saying. And usually expect these people to be students as well. Usually they hold degrees, or they're people that they just know exactly what they're doing. Like they're a doctor, they know how to open a head, and you trust them because they've been doing this for a while. So when you consider or think of somebody's credibility, you look at their education level or their experience. If they are a member of a national association, like of a agency for doctors, if it's even a mechanic of a well-known, reputable place, then you likely will trust them even more, and it just helps with you believing their credibility. And this is basically for ethos. Now, when we talk about logos, however, logos is more about the quality. So this is like when you go to the store, you get a little steak, make it yourself. It's good. But then when you go to like Foco de Chao, Fleming's, you expect that good quality steak. And that's basically somewhat like logos. So with logos, we're talking about the quality of an argument and the argument itself. Is it valid? Does it sound good? These claims can help us conclude on the argument, and we can see if we agree with it or not. And evidence does line up with the conclusion and the argument that they make. And if this is not the case, then we start to think, well, should we trust this? Is the argument good or not? If we do not have a logical argument, then maybe there's no point in us listening to it. If you see that the steak is not what you want and it's not what you asked for, you're not going to eat it. Like if you go to a mechanic shop and that's not the job you wanted to do, we're not going to want to pay for it. Same goes with logos. If it is not if the evidence doesn't line up with the conclusion, and if it's not what he is talking about, most likely just not listen to it. We're not going to believe it, and we're going to ignore it overall. And so basically evidence A should go with evidence A, B with B, vice versa, etc. And usually we tend to believe more in statistics and data. So if you talk to me about statistics and data, hey, this steak is medium well done. Well done is nasty, don't get that. But yeah, if statistically, most people do get medium. And usually this is because it has more juice, it's better. This should line up with my conclusion as to, yes, so this is the reason why. If I say medium well is usually the most popular, but then I say, but a lot of people like to get well done because well done is better. They don't see the little blood. Then that's not going to make sense. So at the end of the day, you're not going to believe me fully. And now moving on to pathos. Pathos is more of an emotional aspect. This is more like, did it touch me here? Where did it hit home? So I can be talking to you, I can say something that you might relate to and you might find really interesting, or on the other hand, you might not relate to it at all. And this could be sadness, joy, fear, anger. All of this is usually what pathos is for, and it's not the most effective. When we talk about effectiveness, it's not there. And then Kairos. Kairos is generally not talked about because this is more of a easier concept to understand once you do try it out. Kairos is a measure of a timelessness hitting the right side. So I can talk about, so pineapple go on pizza, and most likely this is not really relevant. However, if I talk about Israel versus Ukraine, then that's when it gets more relevant. So overall, guys, let's try to stick to ethos and logos. These are the best. And then pathos is also very helpful, but let's not stick too much to kairos. And yeah, guys, thank you for listening.